first-time home buyer incentives in Chicago and the Northshore area. I'm really excited about doing this so I can help first-time home buyers save money. So hey everyone, I'm Barry Newman, Northshore real estate expert and your go-to resource for everything buying and selling in Chicago's beautiful suburbs. Today we're diving deep into something that could save you a lot of money, first-time home buyer incentives in Chicago and in the Northshore. Whether you're buying a condo in Lakeview or a home in Glenview, this video is going to give you real-world insights into local, state, and national incentives, plus a few expert tips from my 25-plus years in real estate. So let's get into it. Why buy now in Chicago Northshore? Well, buying your first home in the Chicagoland area, especially along the Northshore. Think Evanston, think Wilmette, think Winnetka, think Glenview. These are all top-of-the-line suburbs that stretch right down next to Lake Michigan, and there's other great suburbs. So these are just a few. This is more than just a milestone. It's a long-term investment in stable, high-demand communities with strong schools, walkability, and access to the city. Now, the city, of course, would be the city of Chicago. So you're not that far. We're within 15 miles of downtown Chicago. A lot of people work in downtown Chicago. It's a great place to go. It's a great place to visit. So, and with the current market, we're seeing more flexibility on pricing, seller credits, and lower competition than during peak post-pandemic chaos. That means this is a great window for buyers, especially first-time home buyers, with incentives working in their favor. So let's talk about federal incentives that you should know about.
Thinking about relocating to Chicago, Illinois, and neighboring suburbs? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I've linked it down below from top employees, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part of this guide, it's 100% free. That's right, you heard it right from me, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment, and I hope that helps. In fact, I know it will help.
First-time homebuyer tax credit. Let's talk about the proposed $15,000 first-time homebuyer tax credit. If passed, this federal credit could give eligible buyers a dollar-for-dollar tax break, even if you don't owe that much in taxes. Think of it as a refund that helps offset closing costs or moving expenses. Secondly, FHA loans. FHA loans are another major tool. You only need a 3.5% down payment and can qualify with credit scores as low as 580. They're ideal for buyers with limited savings or average credit. Plus, many FHA-approved lenders will also layer down in payment assistance options. The mortgage brokers, the banks, they want to give loans. That's what they do. And they want the market being a little tougher based on a few things. I mean, let's be realistic. We can actually talk about it. Interest rates, they're high. They're 7%. But you know what? People want to move. They want to buy. They want to move up. They want to move down. They want to sell. To think that they're ever going to go, the rates will go back to 3. I mean, that may never ever happen. So we're talking about people who do business in real estate, and the banks and the government are very big into it. The biggest issue we have is look who the president is. I mean, I don't like to talk negatively. I really don't. But God, what an awful human being he is, and he could care less about any of us. Any of us. He's looking for one thing: how does he line his pockets? He wants to take a $400 million plane as a gift. Oh my God, this guy taking a gift? What do you think happened when his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, took $2 billion from Saudi Arabia? Do you think the Saudis are just really nice people and they just give out that money? How about all the people right now that are starving? How about all the people that can't pay their rent? How about people that can't pay their mortgage? Maybe we should all go to Saudi Arabia and ask the high-end prince there, hey, we don't need $2 billion. How about giving us 100,000? You're such a great guy. Can you do that? I mean, we're all kind of related to Trump, right? He's from the United States like us. But anyway, let's be realistic. Trump isn't going to do anything for us. He could care less. And so we, as professionals, have to do this for our clients. Now, let's talk about Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae programs. They offer 3% down programs and often waive mortgage insurance with good credit. What's great? You can combine these with state and city programs for even more savings. Illinois offers generous statewide programs through IHDA, the Illinois Housing Development Authority. So they IHDA access forgivable $6,000 assistance forgiven after 10 years. No payback required. I think that's great. They also have a $7,500 interest-free loan payable only when you sell or refinance. They have a $10,000 loan repayable over 10 years, ideal for if you want a larger upfront benefit. City of Chicago Home Buyer Assistance Program, up to 7% purchase price. Must live in the home for at least 5 years. Available citywide, especially useful in neighborhoods like Albany Park, Bronzeville, and Rogers Park. But it's available in all the towns in Chicago. These are just a couple of neighborhoods. Now, let's talk about Northshore local programs and grant tips. Several Northshore communities offer quiet but powerful incentive programs. Evanston Home Buyer Assistance Program offers down payment grants and closing cost help for income-eligible buyers. Skokie and Morton Grove, periodic grants available for moderate income buyers. Ask the village of your agent to check active programs. Now, I grew up in Skokie. Skokie, of all the towns in the North Shore, is the lowest in income. I think it's about $95,000 for a couple, what they earn in Skokie, which is the lowest of all the other 10 or 12 towns in the North Shore. Now, Cook County Land Bank occasionally releases affordable homes with renovation help and lower closing costs. So there's a lot of places that you can go and hopefully save some money and be able to move and live in a fabulous suburb or live in Chicago. Chicago's still the third largest city. It offers so much. It's just an incredible place. But also these smaller programs go unnoticed. But with the right guidance, they can help you compete with cash buyer or bring less to the table. So what you really need to qualify, this is where experience matters. Here's what I coach my first-time buyers to have ready. Credit score. Try to have 620 plus for most programs. Stable job history. 2-year consistent employment. Pre-approval from a lender that knows local and state incentives. Budget. Know your max purchase and what you want your monthly payment to be. Patience. You might need 2 or 3 lender conversations before you get the best package. And I always refer buyers to top mortgage brokers. Not because I get paid, because I don't. I get nothing from any mortgage broker. I've never taken a penny in 27 years. But because the wrong lender can cost you money, and I explained that up front, I'm here to help you win, not to sell you something.
Hey guys, it's Barry Newman. As much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the United States make the move here to Chicago. I've helped countless families make the move. So whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here and linked in the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to Chicago.
Here's a real client story, inspirational, trusting. A recent client of mine, a nurse and a graphic designer, wanted to buy in Glenview. They were overwhelmed at first, but we connected them with an IHDA approved lender, locked in a $7,500 of assistance, and negotiated seller credits to cover all closing costs. They closed with only 3.5% down and under $4,000 out of pocket. The key, a game plan and a broker who knows the ropes. That's what I do. I have to help people whether times are good or times are bad. Here's what to do if you're ready to take the first step. Contact a real estate agent who knows the North Shore market and incentive programs. Obviously, that's me, Barry Newman. 2, schedule a free consultation. 3, get connected to a trusted lender. 4, build your strategy before touring homes. If you're thinking about buying this year, let's connect. I'll help you find not just a home, but the best path financially. If you got value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more local real estate tips. Drop a comment if you have a question about one of these programs or neighborhoods. Read every comment, and I'm happy to help. And if you're ready to get serious about buying in Chicago or the North Shore, click the link in the description and schedule your free call with me. And I'll see you next time. Let me know if you'd like to turn this into a video storyboard, a YouTube description, or a downloadable checklist PDF to go with. We're living in an unusual time. That's all I have to say. But we're living, okay? We're not really at war, even though there are crazy things going on. And hopefully in the next 3.5 years, he'll be gone and someone good will be there who really cares about everybody. But we can't just let this period go and not be proactive. We must be proactive. You need to find a property. You need to, whether it's a single family home, a townhouse, a condo. I'm not big on renting because at the end of the year, the money's gone into the garbage can. And interest rates will go down. Interest rates will go down. Hopefully, after all these crazy tariffs are handled, hopefully after that period, maybe by the end of the year, we'll see some lowering of interest rates, and that'll be a good thing for everybody. So please don't hesitate to contact me. Let me help you. I've done this for 27 years, and I've helped so many people buy their next property, and most of them are very, very happy. So I'll do everything I can to have it work in your favor. Thanks so much for listening, and make sure you comment. Take care. Bye.